If you only care about views, you should build your YouTube channel very differently than most people are telling you to. And before anyone gets uncomfortable, I'm not judging you for that. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that wanting views is shallow or ego-driven, or that you need to heal your relationship with numbers before you're allowed to upload videos. Some of you just want people to click. You want traffic, you want momentum, you want to feel like the thing you're doing is actually moving. That is not evil, that's honesty, and I respect that. What is a problem is saying you want views and then building a channel that's designed for self-expression instead. That's not being honest, because those two goals do not overlap nearly as much as people want to believe. If views are the priority, YouTube is not about you. It's not about your journey, not your process, not your growth, not your personal evolution arc that turns you into a superhero through self-realization and development. No one cares. I mean, not yet. And I don't mean that in a motivational poster way. I mean that in a literal platform reality way. The viewer does not wake up thinking about you. They wake up thinking about themselves. They're confused, curious, maybe a little scared, and they just want to fix something. If your channel is built around you, views will always be harder than they need to be. So let's talk about the part everyone says is important, but still somehow gets wrong. Titles and thumbnails. If you only care about views, this is the job, not a side detail, not something you get better at over time. This is the work. Your title does not exist to accurately describe your video. I know that sentence alone annoys a lot of people, but accuracy does not drive clicks, curiosity does. That has always been the case since day one. Your title exists to interrupt someone who is mid-scrolling. They didn't ask for your video, they weren't looking for it, they don't owe you their attention. So when I see titles like why I decided to start YouTube in 2026, that's not a bad video, it's just a bad title if views are the goal. Sure, it works if you are a somebody or your following is big enough. If you're not, then the only person that title is interesting to is you. If someone doesn't know who you are, your motivation story is irrelevant. This might sound harsh, but if you want views, then that's the truth. High-click titles are not about explanation, they're about implication. They suggest something without giving it away. They make the viewer think, wait, what does that mean? Am I doing this wrong? Is this about me? If your title doesn't create any internal reaction, it's already dead. Don't make it so that you are the only person reacting. The same thing with thumbnails. A thumbnail is not a visual summary of the video. It's not a place to be neat. It's not a place to add context. It's literally a billboard. You only have one idea, one emotion, one moment. Just like those billboards you see on the road that sticks in your mind. If I need to squint, read, decode, or process, I'm gone. Sayonara. The problem is a lot of creators lie to themselves. They say, my content is good. People just don't give it a chance. No, people did give it a chance. They saw the thumbnail, they saw the title, and they chose something else. That is the chance. The algorithm didn't betray you. The audience voted and the algorithm decided. You're not gonna like to hear this, but YouTube is more democratic than you think. By the way, I helped small YouTube channels do a comprehensive review of their channels as well. If you ever need help in getting your channel reviewed and growing the channel, feel free to reach out. More details in the description below. But beware, I am brutally honest. Now let's talk about the video itself. If views are the goal, your video cannot be centered around your story unless your story mirrors the viewer's problem. There's a huge difference. Talking about your experience is fine as long as the viewer can see themselves inside it. The moment your video becomes a recap of what you did, what you learned, how you felt, without anchoring it to them, retention is the first to drop, because the viewer isn't there to watch your memories. They're there to solve their own internal tension. It sounds selfish, but we have to accept that. When big videos work, it's rarely because the creator is exceptional. It's because the viewer feels exposed. They feel seen and heard. That doesn't start with storytelling. That starts with positioning. And no amount of jump cuts, sound effects, or B-roll fixes relevance. We all know retention is important to get more pushes on YouTube, which in return gives us more views. But retention isn't editing, it's alignment. A minimal edited video can have just as high retention if alignment is perfect. Now let's address trends. Yes, trends. I know some of you immediately roll your eyes at that word because following trends feel shallow, they feel unoriginal, they feel like you're chasing instead of leading. But trends signal there is a demand. A trend is simply proof that people already want to watch something like this. Ignoring that doesn't make you principled. It doesn't make you special just because you don't follow the Joneses. It just makes you harder to discover. You don't get extra respect points from the algorithm for originality. You don't get rewarded for doing your own thing if no one clicks. If views are the priority, you pay attention to what's already working, even if you disagree or it feels repetitive. I'm not asking you to copy exactly. I'm asking you to understand what people are responding to. Things like what question keeps coming up, what frustration keeps repeating, what format keeps pulling attention. Then you add your angle inside that. That's not selling out, something a lot of viewers like to say. That's actually understanding distribution. Because most creators don't get views not because they are bad, but because they are stubborn. Yes, I said it, stubborn. They want attention without adapting to how attention actually works. Now let's talk about confidence, and I'm not talking about being confident on camera. This one can secretly destroy your views. If your video feels apologetic, it will underperform every time. No, I'm not an expert, but, or this is just my opinion, don't come for me. Nervous disclaimers like that is trying to protect yourself in advance because you fear how people may judge you. You're a content creator, people would judge you either way, so if you don't sound convinced that your video deserves attention, the viewer won't be either. But please, don't get confidence and arrogance mixed up. What I'm saying here is decisiveness. It means saying something clearly enough that someone can agree or disagree, not be on the fence. Neutral videos don't get shared. Safe videos don't get replayed. Strong positions create engagement, even if the engagement is negative. And yes, this agreement helps videos travel on YouTube. You may end up becoming a laughingstock, you may end up getting lots of disagreement with lots of name callings, but YouTube pushes attention. They do not protect you if they are bad, so if you want views, you need to be prepared for all sorts of negativity as well. Now here's the parts people don't like hearing. Building for views is actually simpler than most people make it. Not easier, simpler. You just need to be obsessed over click-worthy titles, scroll-stopping thumbnails, topics people already care about, and videos where the viewers feel they are the main character. And you stop obsessing over everything else. You stop thinking about authenticity, vision, representation. Those are identity questions. The thing is, views don't care about identity. Views care about relevance. And this is the trade-off most people avoid acknowledging. You can build for expression, or you can build for attention. Both are valid, but they do not carry the same strategy. Problems happen when you mix them up and expect the outcome of one while behaving like the other. If views are the scoreboard you care about, then stop playing the wrong sport. YouTube does not reward effort, it does not reward potential, it does not reward intention. It rewards performance and results, just like any other Asian parents. So yeah, if all you care about is views, build your channel like this. I personally chose expression over attention, so yes, my growth is slower. That's a trade-off I'm fine with. But if you're not fine with that trade-off, now you know what game you're actually playing. If you don't believe me, check out this video of mine to find out more. So choose your path, expression, or attention. Just don't mix them up and act surprised by the results. Also, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.